Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, Filippo Inzaghi may not have the swashbuckling panache of some of his contemporaries, but his goal-scoring record, Jim, speaks for itself.
There's something that's just so wonderfully simple about his game. The run he makes, his ability to draw the ball towards him inside the box, his approach will remain the same. After all, he only needs to get it right once.
No, that's been intercepted. Plays a sharp little ball here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. He's in space and looking for options.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Neymar. This might spell... Can he finish? Goal! Santos!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Just eases him off the ball. Van Dijk. Can he get it through? That is a great pick out. And it's there to clear it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Neymar! Neymar! It's bounced back off the post. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. He shifted it to the flank. All perfectly measured that. And he's gone looking for safety. Neymar, who does have an assist to his name. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And a chance! He has done it!
Please, guys, jara video ko watching ko
A
video
quite
ko like kar diye,
incredible spell. They are flying. As simple as you like. The outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Santos are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
And there's green grass ahead of him. He has found the way through. Real chance! Just cruising. They are cruising. Again in a trice. And they are soaring. And there is the half-time whistle.
Please, guys, jara video ko watching ko like kar diye, channel ko subscribe kar diye. ভাই যারা যারা রুম খেলতে চান অবশ্যই কমেন্টে জানাবেন। আজকে রুম খেলবো ভাই, কোপ খেলবো ভাই, যারা যারা কোপ খেলতে চান অবশ্যই কমেন্টে জানাবেন।
And the second half gets underway. So 45 minutes to turn it round. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now he's had it taken off him. De Bruyne. And it's played forward. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's found a way through. Tries a measured ball. He's having a shot!
Oh my god.
And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Beraldo.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
It's a really well measured ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Under an awful lot of pressure. De Bruyne. And this is Batistuta. And Batistuta!
My god.
No, he's missed it.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Now it's Neymar. And it's De Bruyne. Kaka. Tries to pass it through.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
DiMarco cuts out the pass. De Bruyne. And here's Stojkovic. And here's Batistuta.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Beraldo. Beckham. Played back. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a shade optimistic.
Bruyne.
Neymar. He's in plenty of space here. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Now this could be a chance. Beckham.
Santos have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Played into the box. De Bruyne. Now Kaká. And he's had it nicked away. Beraldo, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And the referee brings it to a close. Fulham bow out, defeat sealing their fate.
ভাই যারা যারা ভিডিওকে ওয়াচিং করতেছেন ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক করে দিবেন, ভাই চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন অবশ্যই। যারা যারা ভিডিওকে ওয়াচিং করতেছেন ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক করে দিবেন, চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন ভাই। যারা যারা ভাই কোপ খেলতে চান অবশ্যই কমেন্টে জানাবেন যে কারা কারা কোপ খেলতে চান।
নভেম্বরে শাহজালাল আন্তর্জাতিক বিমানবন্দর
যারা যারা ভিডিওকে ওয়াচিং করতেছেন ভাই ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক করে দেবেন ভাই, চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিয়ে পাশে থাকবেন। কি রে এত দেরি হয় কেন ভাই?
Santos are all smiles coming into this game. They've already secured their ticket to the promised land. This is effectively preparation for life in greener pastures. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Well, the 10th of July 2021 was such a significant day in the international career of Lionel Messi, was it not, Jim?
Yeah, he finally got that giant monkey off his back at the 5th time of asking.
And possibly that was the moment that Messi was finally given the credit he has deserved for his services to his nation. 16 years since his debut in 2005, 4 times a runner-up, never scored in a major final, but all of that was gloriously eclipsed.
Exactly. It was his first international trophy, and I think it set the scene for what happened in Qatar a year later.
নেটটা এমন করতেছে কেন? ভাই যারা যারা ভিডিওকে ওয়াচিং করতেছেন ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক করে দিবেন ভাই, চ্যানেলটাকে হোম নাকি দেখো নীল হালকা একটু সাউন্ড কমে। মিলন ভাই হালকা একটু সাউন্ড কমে তো। প্লিজ ভাই যারা যারা ভিডিওকে ওয়াচিং করতেছেন ভিডিওটাকে অবশ্যই একটা লাইক করে দিবেন ভাই, চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন, চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে ছোট করে পাশে থাকবেন ভাই।
Santos are already in celebration mode. Free from pressure, free from tension. All that remains is to add the icing to the promotion cake. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We're up and running.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
Oh, that is asking for trouble.
ফালতু খেললে হবে স্যার, বাতিস তো দেখেছে।
Now it's Batistuta. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha!
উই শালা রে, এটা কি সেভ দিল রাফিনিয়া বলটা ভাই, করা ডিফেন্স দিছে করা।
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he thumps it clear. And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game.
ডিমার্কোরে দিয়ে মারা যাবে না। ব্রুইনারে দিয়ে মানাই। ওরে ভাই,
And it's hit the woodwork and out.
কি
Goal! Santos! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. So the game's first significant moment. Tries from distance.
Nice.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, he's been chance for a shot. It's in. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he hits the net. And the comeback is complete. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. There's the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
এটা হলো অফসাইড। রাইকাট কি করলো এটা? বারও ঢুকলো না ভাই, কপালটা কি আজকে বারে থাকবে নাকি?
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
সেরা ডিফেন্স। ডুক পাতিস।
Can he get it through? And this is Batistuta. Crosses it in here. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. He's having a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, super ball. Delivers with whip. And it's claimed by the keeper. Costa Curta has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And it's De Bruyne. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And this is Bojan. Oh no, this does not look good. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Okazaki. Rafinha. Quality ball. De Bruyne. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Tries to play it through. Marquinhos. Now, can they get him away? And it's half-time here. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall. You'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Santos can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Rafinha. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious.
Real chance!
ভাই
Oh, he did the hard part right, but
He said
fluffed the
deliver.
finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Santos have their third corner.
প্লিজ ভাই যারা যারা ভিডিওকে ওয়াচিং করতেছেন ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক দিবেন ভাই। রাইট পাইছে
Cannavaro gets it away. Struck first time.
ওরে ওকাজাকি
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Bojan. Oh, that's fabulous. Now, charge surely. And it's there. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the lead now is 2. And Batistuta!
fuck man
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Up he goes! And that's caused a worry or two.
Batistuta certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
আমরা পুরো ফুল অ্যাটাকিং খেলতে হবে কাউন্টার অ্যাটাক খেলতে হবে ওকাজাকি রাফিনারে চেঞ্জ করি
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Santos perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And it's Stojkovic. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
ভাই হলুদ কার্ড
The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক করে দিন ভাই চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন মেসি থাকতেই দিবে লয় শুট
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking for options for movement. And this is Raul. Face to face, can he finish? Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Santos present their opponents with the best possible chance here. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
প্লিজ ভাই যারা যারা ভিডিওকে ওয়াচিং
And
করতেছেন
that's it.
ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক করে দিন ভাই চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight.
প্লিজ যারা যারা ভিডিওকে ওয়াচিং করতেছেন ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক করে দিন ভাই চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিয়ে পাশে থাকবেন ভাই ভাই যারা যারা ভিডিওকে ওয়াচিং করতেছেন ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক করে দিবেন ভাই, চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন।
Santos are already in celebration mode. Free from pressure, free from tension. All that remains is to add the icing to the promotion cake. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Javier Zanetti, he goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just plows on and on with boundless energy.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Nice interception, well timed.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
তোমার তো কানে যাইতেছে না এটা।
And it's DiMarco. Now that looks a decent ball. The ball swung in. And they've got a throw.
সাউন্ড কমাই দিছি তুমি।
Not the most accurate pass. He's in a great position here. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Santos have themselves a chance from the spot to open the scoring. 1-0, never any doubt. Not much more than a formality.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Santos have themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to...
And it's been given away. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he shoots! Owen! Sensational! About as smooth as it gets. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Mbappe. Rafinha. Okazaki. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is a great pick out. And he's quick to get it clear again. Ball's gone out of play. Played out to the left flank. Rafinha puts a cross in. And a shot! Goal! Santos! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. That was a given. It always was.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Santos go into the lead. Aimed beyond the defence.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Looking for the run. It's played through for him. Oh, and the finish! And he looked every bit
প্লিজ
the
ভাই যারা যারা
assured
ভিডিওটা
keeper
ওয়াচিং
there.
করতেছেন
I think
ভিডিওকে
he's
একটা
done
লাইক করে
great
দিবেন
there,
ভাই,
both
চ্যানেলটাকে
reading
সাবস্ক্রাইব
it
করে
and
দিবেন।
dealing with it.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Lampard with the short one. Drilled in low. And he's there to belt it away. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Santos are up by the odd goal in chance! Off the post! That's really well cleared. Pressing high and with purpose. Looking to play him in. Rafinha. Rafinha goes steaming forward. Knocks it into space. And that is as far as they're going to go. Van Bouten getting this one clear. That's a sharp pass.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now, chance, surely! Really well taken goal. Again, we are level. What a contest.
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Zanetti. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, a delicate chip through. Can he get it through? Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Okazaki has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nice looking ball. Now it's Okazaki. Okazaki plays it in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means.
Chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Bellingham. Can he spark a counter here? Looking for options for movement. There's the shot! Oh, and it's come back out to him. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to...
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Beckenbauer gets it clear.
Fuck man, কি
That's
হলো
at
এটা?
the end. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end.
ভাই যারা যারা ভিডিওকে ওয়াচিং করতেছেন ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক করে দিবেন ভাই, চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিয়ে ছোট করে পাশে থাকবেন।
Sants are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Well, there's little new to say about this man. Majestic, regal, known as Le Roi by his countrymen. He is footballing royalty. The man is, of course, Michel Platini.
Well, Peter, I don't think I've seen a better all-round attacking midfielder. Certainly not in Europe. He is very close to being the perfect number 10. Okay, people may say he lacks a little bit of stamina and defensive contribution, but for his attacking football and his ability to take in the landscape, there's no one better.
And he's been shifted off it.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's White. Mbappe. Now Costa Curta.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And here's Beckham. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's well spotted. Beckham. Cannavaro. And this is... And Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That's a little off target. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Kaka. He's had a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
ভাই যারা যারা ভিডিওকে ওয়াচিং করতেছেন প্লিজ ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক করে দিবেন, সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন।
He's got tall.
Oh my
And
God.
that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Messi. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. Scholes. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Pele!
Pele really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Well, there's no such... Oh, that is asking for trouble. And it's Messi. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And here's Platini. Kaka. Lovely pass, but can he get there? White. And it's Scholes. Oh, this looks sharp. Platini. Look at the space here. Finish! It's there!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time.
And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the second half gets underway.
Santos really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And that's definitely not his best. Bastoni. And this is Batistuta.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Platini. Played into the box. And that's a throw-in. Now this could be a chance. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Drives it in. And that has been cleared.
Santos clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Marquinhos gets in to thwart him. Oh, that's a key interception. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Now it's Batistuta. Good read, needed to be.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
প্লিজ ভাই যারা যারা ভিডিওকে ওয়াচিং করতেছেন ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক করে দিবেন ভাই, চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন।
Santos are looking to go forward now. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Corner number 2 then. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a
প্লিজ ভাই যারা যারা ভিডিওকে
huge
ওয়াচিং
moment
করতেছেন
in
ভিডিওকে
the
একটা লাইক
context
করে
of
দিবেন
the
ভাই,
game.
চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন।
Santos with this to equalise. A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Santos grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch.
And he shoots! And he's gone looking for safety. Distributed tidily.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That's a decent clearance. Corner number 3 coming up. costly miss.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Inzaghi. Threads one in. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Spread it left. Now it's Mbappe. That is good alertness. DiMarco.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Kelly! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah,
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be. And
ভাই যারা যারা ভিডিওকে ওয়াচিং করতেছেন ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক করে দেবেন ভাই, চ্যানেলকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দেবেন। ভাই যারা যারা ভিডিওকে ওয়াচিং করতেছেন ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক করে দেবেন ভাই, চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দেবেন।
well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Cristiano Ronaldo! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And now a sudden chance to counter. Rafinha. That's Rijkaard. DiMarco. And here's Kaka. Great vision. Kaka was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had...
Oh, shooting chance! And how good was that? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. There is the breakthrough. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Santos are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Saliba. And he's had a hit! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
And it's Kaka. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Rafinha. He's going for goal! And that's
প্লিজ
certainly
ভাই যারা যারা ভিডিওকে ওয়াচিং করতেছেন ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক করে দিবেন ভাই যারা যারা ভাই ভিডিওটাকে ওয়াচিং করতেছেন ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক
Well,
করে দিবেন
height
ভাই
could
চ্যানেলটাকে
make
সাবস্ক্রাইব
all
করে
the
দিবেন
difference on these set pieces.
And that has been cleared. Messi!
হোয়াট আ
Oh,
গোল
wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! A finish of true class! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Rafinha driving on and making good progress. Schneider. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now Costa Curta. And
প্লিজ
the
ভাই
first
যারা
half
যারা
is
ভিডিওকে
done.
ওয়াচিং করতেছেন ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক করে
How do
দিবেন
you
ভাই
look back on
চ্যানেলটাকে
the first
সাবস্ক্রাইব করে
45
দিবেন
minutes?
Santos certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Santos in control at half-time, 2-0. Here we go again. DiMarco. And it's Kaka. Now it's Kaka. Rafinha. And it's Rijkaard. Rijkaard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He shifted it to the flank. Azar. Tries to pass it through. Cleared without hesitation. Costa Curta. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Roberto Carlos. Cristiano Ronaldo. Caught offside that time. Now it's Kaka. Pass somewhat off target. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He's in a good position here. And that interception was most... Cristiano Ronaldo! Threads one in. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kaka. Can he get on the end of this? He's in plenty of space here. Beckenbauer is there, and he can get that clear. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Neymar puts his foot on the gas. And he's there to get it away. But they've got it again. He's had a shot! And they can counter here. Hazard. And there goes the final whistle. Santos are enjoying their moment of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and...
ভাই যারা যারা ভিডিও ওয়াচিং করতেছেন ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক করে দিবেন ভাই, চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন। ভাই যারা যারা ভিডিওকে ওয়াচিং করতেছেন ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক করে দেবেন ভাই, চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন।
Well, football is ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy.
প্লিজ ভাই যারা যারা ভিডিওকে ওয়াচিং করতেছেন ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক করে দিবেন ভাই।
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here.
There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
Yeah, can't say I'm surprised by your assessment there. Roll! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And he welcomes it in. It's a really well-measured ball. Nicely weighted ball. No, it's come to nothing. And that... Oh, that is asking for trouble. It's roll! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Robertson. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that could set him on his way. And this is Messi.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Santos have got it back and they'll have another go. Looking for options for movement. Santos still without a single shot on target. Raul. And this is Hazard. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Kaká. Baresi shows the will to win the ball. He's in space and looking for options. Tries to get it clear. Distributed tidily. Now it's Wirtz. He's picked his way through. And he's well positioned here. Van Dijk with the clearance. That has been slung wide. Defending of the desperate variety. Batistuta!
God.
He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the... It's Raul! Just off target.
Raul just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That
Please
sort of
ভিডিও
distance is usually up his street.
চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন
DiMarco. Good read, needed to be. Looking for a runner. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Here we go again then. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Well timed, excellent interception. Azar. And it's Wirtz. Baresi. Played out wide. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Fired deep towards the back post.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
It'll be a throw-in. Played in deep. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And this... And a chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. So we've reached the hour mark. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. DiMarco calmly anticipates. Kaká powering forward here. That's good vision. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Nicely shaped ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Kaká. Rafinha. And he's cut it out.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
ভাই যারা যারা ভিডিওকে ওয়াচিং করতেছেন ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক করে দিন ভাই, চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন।
And that should get the job done.
Santos clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Stojkovic. Now there's and the finish!
What a goal,
It's a
man!
goal!
What a goal!
That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma where you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Santos are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Santos have broken through. It's 1-0.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Searching pass is played there. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's heaved it away.
Yes.
Referee looks at his watch
প্লিজ ভাই
and
যারা যারা
blows his
ভিডিওকে
whistle.
ওয়াচিং করতেছেন ভাই ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক করে দিন
Santos
ভাই, চ্যানেলটাকে
have
সাবস্ক্রাইব করে
held
দিবেন।
on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Batistuta taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Santos deservedly very happy with their win, and the clean sheet is a very nice bonus. They dealt with all the threats very, very easily and kept control throughout.
Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
প্লিজ ভাই যারা যারা ভিডিওকে ওয়াচিং করতেছেন ভিডিওকে একটা লাইক করে দিন ভাই, চ্যানেলটাকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিবেন। কি জয়টা আনলাম ভাই!
So bring it on. Hike expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper.
And Batistuta! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Chooses to go back. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that is rather wayward. There could be trouble here. Nicely weighted ball. That'll be a corner. And we have our very first corner. Santos are looking to go forward now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's cut it out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that is expertly dealt with. Santos, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And that has been clubbed away. Messi. He's shifting through the gears. He's going for goal. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
DiMarco. Kaka can see things others simply cannot. It's run loose here. Knocks it into chance. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. And this is Batistuta. No way through. Mateus powering forward here. Now that is commitment to the cause. It's their second corner of the game. Header comes in! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Batistuta. Oh, just skips past his man. Strokes it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
And he's had a hit. And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Out towards the flank. Oh, facing up to his adversary. A real chance! Now, what about a counter-attack? Kaka. And it's DiMarco. And the pass is intercepted. That'll be a throw-in. And he thumps it clear. He won't be happy with that one. Belletti. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now that looks a decent ball. Played into the middle. No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
DiMarco. And it's Kaka. Looking for the run. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Cannavaro is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that is a little undercooked. Tries to play it through. And this is Messi. Shoots! It's in! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
That was easy. Almost too easy.
And the first thing he's going to do, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So the first goal of the game.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Threads one in. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Olise. Saliba cuts out the pass.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Couldn't squeeze it through. De Bruyne. Santos, moments now away from seeing this one out. And that has been knocked clear.
Santos really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Hazard. 2 minutes to be added on. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did it right, especially that well-timed goal.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.